Yo, what's up, guys? What an absolute basketball game it was the other night against the Toronto Raptors and the Boston Celtics. My God, guys, what a great basketball game. Now, there obviously was a little bit of controversy in this basketball game at the end of the ball game, but let's talk about the game first. So first, obviously, Boston was missing a few key guys. They didn't have Kristaps Porzingis, and they didn't have Jrue Holiday. Very big losses for the Celtics, especially a guy like Jrue Holiday. He's one of the best perimeter defenders in the NBA, guys. So you knew he was going to be a big loss for the Celtics. But unfortunately, the Raptors are not one of the best teams in the NBA. Of course, they don't have a win on the road. So you would think Boston would probably have no problem beating us, right? And the Raptors, they were like a 16-point underdog going into this basketball game, guys. And I have to say, man, the Raptors played absolutely spectacular for all 5 quarters in this game. Like, I'm telling you guys, the Raptors hung with the NBA champions. Like, obviously, the first couple of minutes of the game, Boston went on like a 14-4 run. Darko called a timeout. Then the Raptors, they went on their own one, like a 10-3 run. They kept themselves in the game, really hung around with the NBA champion Boston Celtics. Raptors did everything right on defense. They did well on offense. They weren't careless with the basketball. They made the right plays, guys, making the right passes at the right times, taking the open shots when they had them. You know, that first half, the Raptors were only down by 2 going into halftime. You know, really breaking Boston's chops in many parts of this ball game. Boston had like over 60 three-pointers this game, guys. Like, incredible to see. You know what I mean? I've never seen a team shoot so many threes. In the third quarter, the Raptors started off that half really well. They took the lead, you know, really giving it to Boston at points in that second half. You know, Raptors were leading at times. But unfortunately, near the end of the third quarter, Boston started making some three-pointers. You know, Pritchard started making some threes. Hauser, Horford, White. You know, that's why Boston's the NBA champion, getting a lot of help from a lot of different guys on the team. Boston were making some big three-pointers, but it did not discourage the Raptors. Guys, RJ Barrett, what a spectacular game he had. 25, 10, and 15. Like, my God, what a game for RJ Barrett. A triple-double. Jakob Poeltl, after coming off that 25 and 18 game, he has 35 points, guys, and 12 rebounds. What a game for Jakob Poeltl. Honestly, he has been absolutely spectacular for the Raptors this season. Just great to see how Jakob has matured as a ball player. I knew when the Raptors traded him to San Antonio in the Kawhi Leonard and Danny Green trade that he was going to really develop under Craig Popovich. And since the Raptors are trading him back, you can really see that Jakob Poeltl's improved in fundamentals, his post game. He's just really good, man. And he's just really improved as a center, guys. Raptors would be screwed without him. And he was wreaking havoc down low in the post. The Raptors had like 76 points in the paint, guys. Great to see the Raptors taking advantage down low in the post. The Celtics did not have Kristaps Porzingis. And you could see that they were really hurting down low with the Celtics, right? Then after, in the fourth quarter, guys, Boston kept on breaking the Raptors' shots. They kept on making threes. Raptors kept on hanging around. You know, RJ Barrett, Chris Boucher made some big three-pointers. Ochai Agbaji made some good shots. Davion Mitchell made some good shots as well. Raptors really did what they had to do to hang in. They got some help from the bench. Like I said, the last game they didn't get much help from the bench. This time they got a lot more help from the bench. Raptors were really efficient, guys. But the one thing that killed the Raptors in the fourth quarter, guys, that I think that would have prevented them from going into overtime was free throws. The Raptors missed 4 key free throws in that fourth quarter. Unfortunately, they didn't make those free throws. Boston was able to hang around, tie that game up. Raptors did what they had to do. And then at the end of the game, we get some controversy. Of course, Jakob Poeltl's down low in the post with about 19 seconds left. He's posted up on Jason Tatum. You see Jakob Poeltl try to make a turn, and Jason Tatum's right leg is sticking out. And Jakob Poeltl gets tripped up while trying to shoot the ball. Well, what do you guys think happens? Of course, no foul call. The NBA referees strike again. But they didn't stop there, guys. They didn't stop there, the NBA referees. It wasn't bad enough that you see Jaylen Brown swinging his elbows like a goddamn idiot. You know, in the second quarter, refs don't call nothing there, right, on Jaylen Brown. Swinging his elbows like a dummy, right? Then after, we get to overtime because Jason Tatum missed a wide open jump shot to end the game. He hits glass, completely misses the net. Then after, in overtime, really solid overtime to start. RJ Barrett's going for a drive. Derek White completely fouls him. And what do the refs do? Boston ball. Another missed call by the refs. You know, us Raptor fans, I know we've had a lot of history with NBA refs screwing us on calls. Like, I know we're playing the NBA champion, but it's an absolute joke. But the best referee mishap, the best of them all in this game, guys, was right at the end of overtime. When obviously you got gold medal winner Jason Tatum, even though he sat on the bench most of the Olympics, you know the referees aren't going to make a controversial call on Jason Tatum, right? Obviously not, even though the ref is standing right there watching Jason Tatum have a little happy feet moment, you know, does this little happy feet move, and Jason Tatum takes the shot over Ochai Agbaji, who played great defense on this play. And of course, Jason Tatum scores the three-pointer. And the Boston Celtics win this game with a 126-123 game-winning shot by Jason Tatum. Absolutely heartbreaking by the Raptors. It's 6-5 on the floor. They absolutely deserved a better fate in this ball game, guys. They were spectacular in this basketball game, guys. The Raptors were honestly going toe-to-toe with the NBA champions, even though I know they're missing some key guys. Give this Raptors team a lot of credit for hanging in there with Boston, guys. And then, obviously, the day later, the 2-minute report comes out saying, yeah, Jason Tatum traveled. Oh, well, thank you very much for telling us the day later after the Raptors lose and fall 0-8 on the road and lose 7 in a row. Thank you very much, 2-minute report. Real helpful. Honestly, guys, like I said before, us Raptor fans have had controversies with the NBA refs through our entire 30-year history. All right, we understand we're the only Canadian team in the NBA. We understand that. But call the damn fucking game correctly. Honestly, call the damn game correctly. Like, this is a joke. The Raptors should have won this ball game tonight if the game was called correctly. If the Raptors, like I said, if they made their free throws, if RJ Barrett gets that foul call against them against Derek White, maybe he goes to the line, makes a couple free throws, who knows? Jakob Poeltl got fouled there. He could have went to the line. But once again, the NBA referees dictate the final result in a basketball game involving the Toronto Raptors, guys. Now listen, I understand that it's a rebuilding year, like I've been mentioning all season so far, but this is the type of game I wish the Raptors could have stole. You know, Boston did not expect the Raptors to play like this. The funny thing is, guys, Boston was on 3 days rest. They hadn't played since Wednesday. All right, the Raptors were playing on a back-to-back and also coming off a 4-game road trip in the West Coast, and Boston was fully rested. And the Raptors had that type of performance against the Celtics. Nothing but kudos to the Toronto Raptors, guys. They absolutely deserved a better fate in this game. They were spectacular from top to bottom, guys. You know, obviously, there are some plays you want to get back, of course. But, guys, growing pains, learning curves, these are the type of things the Raptors are going to learn, especially against an NBA champion team like the Boston Celtics. You know, Boston's a great team, guys. You saw that on Saturday night against the Celtics. They got a lot of great players. You know, like I said, Tatum and Brown, 2 all-stars. You got guys like Al Horford, Derek White, Peyton Pritchard, Hauser coming off the bench. These guys are a really good basketball team. Probably going to compete for another title this year. And the Raptors are obviously going to be competing for a top lottery spot. But guys, once again, just nothing but kudos and respect for the way the Raptors played in this game. Really great game by them. Unfortunately, the refs did not want them winning this ball game tonight, guys. But it is what it is. Now, the Raptors tonight played the Indiana Pacers, and we get a return from, obviously, one of our loved ones, Pascal Siakam, guys. He's coming home to Toronto. Obviously, he speaks nothing but great things about the city of Toronto, and we got nothing but great things to say about NBA champion Pascal Siakam. But guys, that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. As always, guys, click like if you like this video. Subscribe if you guys want to see more content. Go Raptors, go, guys. And remember, if you do not watch sports, you're a more. Ciao, guys.